Morning guys, let's look at some charts, see where we're at, see what the market's looking like and any potential moves coming up. I've got Bitcoin up first, of course. I've got the weekly chart and not really too much to dive into on the weekly. We're still currently about halfway through this weekly candle here, so it's too early to tell what it's going to do, but it's got some good momentum so far, and at this stage it looks like we're going to have another crack at the 0.618 fib and about 14,000 where a previous top was. So yeah, it'd be nice if we break that and head a bit higher because we're long. Time will tell. There's going to be a bit of resistance there, so we will wait and see. Let's have a look at the daily. Not much different on the daily. Good momentum. We've had quite a few bullish days now, so it could start getting overextended when we hit resistance around 13,600 or 14,000, so quite possible we'll get a double top and a pullback. I'm not calling a full-on reversal yet, but at this stage we're still making higher lows and higher highs. There's a higher low, higher low, higher low, higher higher, higher higher, higher higher, so we're still most definitely bullish at this stage. There's no need to go short. We need to make sure that we get our first lower high and confirmation of a trend change on the daily for a long-term swing trade to the downside. So just for now, let's ride the upside, see where it can take us. 4 hour, I'll just touch on this quickly. There's not too much to dive into. It's not a huge resistance zone, 12k, but it is the previous high here. So our current trade, we've got our stop loss below that, so a pullback and retest. Resistance turn support is possible if we do pull back from here. So we've got our stop nice and safe based on the 4 hour, but also the 1 hour here. Let's dive into it. Let's put this trend line in here. We're sitting on the sidelines for quite a while because we got stuck in this this triangle here, so we need to wait for a breakout. We've got a huge breakout, and that happened just over the matter of 2 or 3 minutes, so pretty hard to catch. I don't generally trade buy stops. It's not my trading method, so I usually wait for the 1 hour candle to close before I'll consider the breakout entry. But that was a huge candle and too far for us to take a long into resistance. The risk reward just wasn't there, so I had to either wait to see if we got a rejection and pull back, or we broke, and we did. We broke 12,400, and that's when I looked for an entry there. So we entered at 12,500 on that breakout candle after that candle closed, and we got our break and retest here. So we've got a nice entry, and we've currently got some momentum to the upside. So we're looking pretty good so far. Anything can happen, of course. Bitcoin does what Bitcoin does. But for this trade to fail, we've got a lot of support between price and our stop loss. We've got horizontal support. We've got the 1 hour and 4 hour 50 EMAs. We've got the 0.38, 0.5, 0.618 fibs, and also this trend line. So price has to break through all of this to hit our stop loss. And if it does manage to do that, so be it. I'll take the loss. But at some point, if it does pull back, I'm pretty confident in saying that there'll be at least some sort of bounce here. And if it makes a lower high, that'll be an indication to get out and momentum stop. But at the moment, we're looking good. We'll just I'll let it play out probably today and maybe tomorrow before we look at moving our stop, because I still want it to be protected by all these fibs and these EMAs. So if the 4 hour 50 EMA gets up towards the trend line, we can probably move our stop up about here somewhere. But just for now, we'll leave it as is. So that's Bitcoin. Let's have a look at ETH BTC first. This one's pretty important because it's broken a key support level. This is a weekly chart here. We've got this wick here which might be support, but we've got a double bottom there which is broken. We did pause, get a doji, looked like a triple bottom. We could have possibly went long, but we've broken through with momentum. That weekly hasn't closed yet, so it could quite easily just wick straight out and close back above. Time will tell, but the daily's given way as well. So Bitcoin and Ethereum have moved side by side for a long time now, but I'll just show you the USD chart now. Let's have a look. What was it? We'll go to the 1 hour. So we rejected about 316, 318 level and headed lower. Bitcoin didn't head lower like this, so we had Bitcoin moving up and Ethereum heading lower. It's the first time it's really done that for a significant amount of time, for a long time, and I suspect that's because the ETH BTC pair broke major support. But at the moment, this is just a no trade zone. We've got pretty strong resistance here. We had a false breakout there, so a break and retest and support above there might give us a long opportunity, but Bitcoin's probably still driving it at the moment because we've gone back in sync with Bitcoin's moves. So close eye on Ethereum, but no trade there for now. Let's have a look at Bitcoin Cash. That's out the way. Bitcoin Cash is just sliding now. I think last time I did a video, I was looking at this level here as support, which is pretty strong, and we've just broken that now on the weekly. Weekly hasn't closed yet, so it could still close back above. I'll get on a daily here. So yeah, it's just this current day we've broken below, so we'll see how this day pans out. A break and retest in a lot of time frames. We could look to target this wick here, or these bottoms here. So looks like it's in trouble, but that daily run's way overextended. Be nice to get a good decent pullback before heading lower, but we may not get it, and it also depends on Bitcoin's moves. Litecoin. This is the daily. Same thing here. That's only really minor support and resistance, but it looks like we're probably going to head back to the next level down here. Can we get a trade? See, Bitcoin hitting 14,000 and rejecting could mean a small sell-off, which could mean a pullback on all the altcoins. So going short here is pretty dangerous, even though we're breaking levels. A break and retest is a solid entry, but the run is way overextended, and it's only going to take Bitcoin a decent pullback, and it'll wreck your trade. So if you're long on Bitcoin and short on all the alts, the whole lot could stop out or go against you. So this point of the market, got to be pretty careful. So I won't be rushing trades. I want a nice clean entry. But we can get a little shorter term entries on the lower time frames possibly, but I'll be looking for more swing trade entries upon reversals of Bitcoin and altcoins. Yeah, same thing, broken key support. Yeah, this one's in a lot of trouble. This one could head back to 2,400 sats. That's some good momentum there. Let's look at the 1 hour. Yeah, so I think I put a chart up in the channel the other day, but we didn't get our break and retest, so to speak. We did get our pullback, but didn't quite give us an entry. I was eyeing this off, so I don't really want to chase it now. I want some sort of flag, pennant, some sort of continuation setup to trade this now, but at the moment it's just sliding. Nothing can really be caught on this one for now. A break and retest of the EMA and that horizontal level would have been ideal. Didn't get it. Can't catch every train, unfortunately. Ripple. This one too has broken major support. This is the weekly candle still, obviously hasn't closed, so anything can happen yet, but there's still a lot of downside for Ripple at this stage. Let's have a quick look at the daily. Yep, that's definitely broken. Have I got my lines in the right spot? Yeah. Probably heading down to here. 1,200 sats. A lot more downside for Ripple. ADA. Looks like ADA is sitting on support at the moment. Not on the weekly though, it's not. Huge run down with no pullback, so entering now, it's pretty tough. You want to enter on pullbacks. Pullback to horizontal level would be nice. Not going to happen on the weekly by the looks of it. on the daily. Right, here's our support level on the daily. Can we have a bounce here? Depends on Bitcoin though. If Bitcoin keeps going, it's not going to bounce at all. So minor level there. If that gives way, 450 sats for 88. That's extraordinary. It's going to be a tough time for altcoins for a while yet, I think. After a major sell-off like that, it doesn't usually just spring and bounce straight back. You get a period of consolidation and accumulation, much like this before it goes. So we've had accumulation here. That's the test pump, and then a sell-off to wreck everybody. So a bit more accumulation for the whales, and then the proper run up. So I don't think there's going to be much happening for ADA for the rest of the year, but when it does go, it'll be a decent, proper bullish run. As long as it survives. A lot of these altcoins won't. They'll just die off and they'll be done. Tron also broken support. It's only really a minor level, but there are wicks there, lower time frames that'll see a better bounce on about 270 sats. We've cleared that now. Let's have a look at the 1 hour. Is there something to trade? A bit of a zone, bit of a level there. Yeah, maybe. If this pulls back a bit to about 270 sats, that'd be good. We can take it down to 220. Broken that zone region. Yeah, I'll keep an eye on Tron. That could be a possibility. And that's about it as far as that goes. I'll just get Bitcoin dominance up for now. Interesting chart. Still climbing and still going. So once this rolls over, get a lower high, we could get some decent altcoin action. Not calling for a bull market or an alt season, but at least some sort of bounce. We haven't called any Binance altcoin trades for a long time, and at the moment, based on this chart and what Bitcoin's doing, of course, yeah, probably not really going to be too many Binance trades just for a little while. Want to play it safe, don't want to get wrecked, but the lower it goes, the better price point we're going to get for the coins that do survive. That's about it, guys. That's as far as the analysis goes. We'll just write out our Bitcoin trade for now, see how it goes, and yeah, probably be 24 hours or more before I look to move the stop loss. But at the moment, we're looking pretty good.